All right, far away, team.
Theresa, how much are you relishing this at the moment and being at home for a home World Cup with the Black Ferns?
Yeah, it's such an amazing occasion. I think we saw how special it was on Saturday and how much New Zealand is backing us. And I think for me, being in Auckland, my family, this is where I was born and bred in the 09, and so it's extra special. Yeah, loving it.
You've played in some massive tournaments over your career. Does that help you for what comes with being the home team in your home World Cup?
I think it does help in terms of experience being in front of a massive world record-breaking crowd for us. The game's still the same though, the pressure to win is still the same, and so we know that the game that we play on the field, we just have to do our own jobs, and that's all that we can control.
Is it easy enough to shut out the noise and the expectation and that kind of stuff that comes with it, and just break it down into that simple step of it as, you know, your game and you know how to play it?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was easy, but when you get down to it, you know that that's really all that matters, and it's just your teammate next to you that you have to play for. It's only them on the field with you, and so all the outside noise, even though it can get to you, you know that at the end of the day you're just playing for your sisters.
Is it nice to almost have the first game out of the way for this team and everything that came with it, you know, the hype and the build up to that game? Is it nice to have that done so you can kind of move on with the rest of the tournament?
Yeah, I think it is. The pressure of it beginning has kind of gone, but we know that that's just the first game and there's still plenty more to come, and so we're really excited that the World Cup's finally here. It's reality now, and so now we can look forward to our next game this weekend.
Where did Saturday rank in terms of seeing what sort of support the team got? I mean, as I already said, you've experienced so much in your career. To see that, where did that kind of rank for you?
It's pretty high. I think, especially for us girls, we don't really play a lot of rugby here in New Zealand, and so to see the amount of support that everyone at Eden Park gave us and everyone around New Zealand, we'd go for walks around the city and people would yell out of their cars and be like, good luck today, good luck, and you're like, oh my gosh, they know we're playing. So that's pretty special. Yeah.
Ariana, what's that like for you?
It's kind of weird. We just went for coffee on Saturday morning, and we sort of picked a place underneath the Sky Tower, and we sort of we got stopped every 5 minutes while we were drinking our coffee, and I was kind of like, I didn't even think this through. Like, it's something that I've never had to think of before, but I mean, it's so cool having everyone behind us and playing here at home.
Have you guys talked about the slow start that you made against the Wallaroos and kind of correct that against teams that might not be teams that might be stronger than the Wallaroos going forwards?
Yeah, we sort of addressed that. We're going to try and move on from that and start straight from the whistle this weekend. We know we didn't perform our best in that first half, so moving forward we want to be straight out the gate really good.
It's just about managing emotions after such an amazing
yeah, I think it was just, you know, a bit of nerves, first time at home, World Cup, in front of our friends and family. We only ever want to put our best foot forward, but yeah, a few drop balls and uncharacteristic mistakes, yeah.
Ariana, what have you been able to pick up from the older players and players that have been in, like Theresa and the other sevens girls? Have you been able to lean on them? What kind of advice have you had in terms of dealing with the...
A little bit older.
I mean, it's awesome having them there, especially in pressure moments like that. I haven't yet got to put the black jersey on in the World Cup yet, but hopefully in a few weeks' time or something I can do that. But having them there is massive, like just there to ask the simplest questions, and they've had that experience, and I mean it makes it so much easier to come through as a younger player.
Is the kind of thing just their presence does that as well, right?
Yeah.
Not even just words?
Yeah, just their actions, you know, you sort of follow them, they know what they're doing, and yeah, having them there to be our guides is really cool.
And Theresa, it was such a big crowd, you mentioned on Saturday. It's going to be a smaller stadium, but are you expecting a similar kind of atmosphere? It's obviously a sold-out game as well.
Oh, absolutely. I think with Trust Stadium being more intimate, I think you'll probably hear the crowd a little bit more. And with school holidays here, so there's going to be lots of noise still, just at a different field. But yeah.
Girls, there seems to be a lot of hype around the team, which is fantastic. I just wanted to ask, what's it like being at a home World Cup where there is a lot of noise about England being the favourites? Are you sort of relishing that kind of underdog status, perhaps?
England are a top side, but I don't think we're going into each game focusing on who's won their previous matches. I think it's all out there for any team to take, so that's sort of where we're at the moment.
And what sort of test do you think Wales will provide this weekend? Have you kind of done your homework on them a bit?
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of homework after their game on Saturday, and we know that they're, like Bayler said, it's a World Cup, and so you got to take every team. You know, you can't take anyone lightly, and so we're going to go out there full guns blazing. And
And just in terms of the sellout crowd that hopefully we'll see at the weekend again, have you girls been doing anything extra in training, artificial sound noise, things like that, sort of get used to playing in front of those big crowds?
we have a big boombox that comes to training sometimes, and I don't know where they get the noise from, but it is crowd noise. At first we were like, what is that? But yeah, we've been practicing that.
Right, so that's been happening this week as well, ahead of the Wales game.
Yeah.
Do you know whose idea that was?
Smithers.
Yeah.
Smithers' ideas. He has all the crazy ones.
And is that quite different? Because I take it you've never had that at training before. Is that quite weird?
Yeah, that was the first time I've had that at training. But I mean, it was a great idea. And, but yeah, it's definitely something new to experience.
Something different that you probably wouldn't think of with the previous games that we've played, is that you might not actually be able to hear the person 2 meters away from you, and so just getting used to that, and I guess getting used to communicating in different ways. Sometimes you won't actually be able to yell, so you need signals or just eye contact, and so yeah.
So just lastly on that, technically, is it actually like crowd noise or?
Yep, that's the crowd noise.
Just the top
No,
40,
not music or else
New Zealand
people.
top 40?
Yeah, it'd be too much dancing if we did music. So.
Compare it to Theresa that you've experienced in your career. Is there like a tournament you've played in or anything where there's been like a similar feel or anything?
The Com Games in Aussie was very loud, and it was probably a little bit different because there was a lot of people cheering for Australia, and so not a lot of that noise was for us, and so I think that's why it's really nice knowing that the majority of the support, they're actually cheering for you, and so you're like, yes, they're on our side, and so yeah, that's probably the most similar one.
That was trial, shut them up pretty quickly there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been replayed a lot, but yeah, no, that really made it special, yeah.
Theresa, you're talking about growing up in the '09 final and stuff, and hotel at the moment, solely with the Ferns, and how exciting was it to be in the same hotel as your sister, but then also be able to get along to the game tonight and awesome. Yeah,
it's really special. We definitely feel a lot shorter now that the Silver Ferns are at our hotel. But no, it's awesome. The girls have been asking me a few questions about netball, and they're really excited to go to the game tonight, and I know that the netball girls are also really excited to have us in the crowd, and we told them that would yell nice and loud for them, and so they knew where we were.
And going back to the World Cup, so how, for both of you, how fizzing are you both after the weekend, watching the first game, to sort of get out there and actually get on the field and experience the atmosphere yourselves? Yeah,
it was kind of surreal in the weekend. I think we all were kind of envisioning it as it would come, and looking at the stats and being like, oh my gosh, it's nearly sold out. And then when it was, we were like, oh my gosh, there's actually going to be like a full crowd there, and then being able to soak up the atmosphere and really just enjoying the moment, enjoying the Rugby World Cup actually starting and happening in New Zealand. And so I think we're just trying to live in the moment, not think too far ahead, and just make our nation proud.
Ariana, you've had 3 knee reconstructions throughout your career. What does it say about your persistence to be able to have made this World Cup squad?
It's a dream come true. Like, I've always dreamed of wearing the black jersey, and I think, through those reconstructions, it was never an option to stop. So to be here now, and to be at, top of New Zealand playing, it's pretty surreal. It was a lot of hard work, but I had good people around me and good support to push through all of that and chase the dream and achieve it.
Is that us, Steve?